Hello, everyone. Moonlit Lioness here. Happy Mother's Day to all those mothers in the U.S. And today I'm going to try to do something a little different with my astrology. Hopefully it'll be kind of fun. Um, I have got some sketches in there to kind of help you visualize what the energies are all about. We've got a really good week coming up compared to the last couple weeks. This week looks really good. So let's just go ahead and get on to it. I'm going to bring it up. Hold on just a second. Oh, well, I want to go to my first screen before, I don't want to show my last screen before we get there. So, okay. All right, so let's go back and share what I have. I'm learning the ropes here, so bear with me, please. Okay, here we go. All right, so this week is a really great week. There's a lot of planets that I could talk about, but and I forgot to change the forecast. So this is not the forecast for April 26th to May 2nd. It's the forecast for, I believe today is May 9th. Let me check and make sure, but it's, yeah, so it's for the week of May 10th. So I'll have to change that later, but here we go. So the overall theme for this week is, we've still got this ongoing transition period with the outer planets and this kind of loose trine with each other, breaking down old systems, building up new. And also this week, the big thing is Jupiter has been in Cancer for a while, but we've got the Sun and Mercury making nice sextiles to Jupiter. So they take center stage this week with their sextile aspects. And then finally, at the end of the week on Saturday, the Sun and the Moon come together in Taurus and create the new moon for Taurus for the next 6 months. So I have Taurus the bull making announcements with his horn, and because it's in Taurus, we have Mercury in Taurus. It could be, lots of different things, but Taurus has a lot to do with our foundations, our commodities, our money, our homes and housing, agriculture, food. Homes and housing I have there because of the sextile to Cancer, this connection, which I'll show you in the next slide. Okay, so I took off all the extra stuff so that you could see the main actors that are playing out this week. So again, you got the Sun and Mercury very close to each other in Taurus, and the Sun on Sunday is making a sextile to Jupiter in Cancer. And so that's a very nice aspect to have. And it's great energy for this day on Mother's Day. And we are in a mind to be nurturing and kind to others while enjoying just being ourselves. It's very supportive if you're working on your goals. This energy is very supportive of that. So enjoy being with family and your friends. And if you're working on your goals, the energy is very supportive. And then on Tuesday, Mercury, instead of the Sun, Mercury moves into a sextile with Jupiter. So you can see the Sun and Mercury both are making aspects to Jupiter just within a couple of days. So with Mercury, that rules our thoughts and how we process information, our communication, how we interact with people on a daily basis, daily errands, things like that. Thoughts and conversations turn toward work and goals. It's a good time to have important conversations or to work on marketing or networking projects because Gemini or Mercury is good networking. Mercury, the ruler of Gemini. And Mercury can also be announcements. So you may have good news coming your way, being so close to the Sun like that. As you can see in the next slide, we're working up to a Mercury cazimi, which is where Mercury and the sun are conjunct. Mercury's in the heart of the sun. And they're still kind of loosely sextiled. They're still kind of there with each other in this arrangement. So there's just a lot going on with Jupiter in Cancer and Mercury and the sun in Taurus this week. So the Mercury cazimi with the Mercury in the heart of the sun expands Mercury. And as I said before, Mercury is how we think, our thoughts, communication, the way we process information, how we interact with each other. Being in Taurus, it can be a very nurturing type energy, a stable kind of energy. It's supportive. It's a supportive, stable kind of energy. This could mean more interaction with your community, more important news. Again, when Mercury's involved, these can be announcements. That's why I made the sketch of the bull at the beginning, blowing his horns, like he's making an announcement. With the sun conjunct Mercury and Jupiter in sextile, all is good. So use this energy to take action, be on the lookout for important messages. And then lastly, what does all this look like? And I thought it'd be really nice to just kind of, you know what? I totally left out probably the most important slide of the week. And that is the moon. You can see the moon here is moving up toward the sun. And so we're coming up to a new moon, and that's in Taurus. And when the moon gets up there to the sun, Mercury is still right there, 24 or 25 degrees. It might be 25 degrees by that point. And we still have Jupiter over here in its location. So then, new moons and full moons are strong, powerful energy, and they can last for 6 months to a year. And so when you've got, I don't know if they last that long. I might be thinking of eclipses, but anyway, it's strong energy, to have a new moon or full moon, and it's the beginning of a new cycle. And so to have the moon conjunct the sun with Mercury nearby, to me, that's announcements, new beginnings, new information coming out, that kind of thing. And it could be new information on Taurus ruled areas or new starts to something, with the commerce. And with that Jupiter sextile there, that's involved as well. So, okay, now I'm going to this is the part I wanted to get to. So I had this slide made up by AI to kind of show the energy of the week. So here you got Mrs. Gump. She's like, Forrest Gump's mother. She is like Jupiter in Cancer. She's very nurturing, loving, supportive of her son, and all of that. And so she's, here you can see the description down below: nurturing, protective, abundant, supportive, generous, wise, creates safety, feeds the soul. A very nice energy going on right now in Cancer, and it's sextiling and connecting with these two energies right here. This is the sun in Taurus. What is sun in Taurus? It's steady, generous, reliable, provides and builds and sustains, so it's a really nice, strong, supportive energy, connected to food and connected to home and connected to the things that sustain us and our resources. So here, this man is supposed to be the steward, the provider. He builds, he provides, he protects, and he is giving to this Jupiter in Cancer. He's giving to Mrs. Gump. He's giving to this nurturing energy. And then over here, you've got somebody like kind of Samwise Gamgee. He was also supportive. He's like Mercury in Taurus. He's very practical, thoughtful, loyal, helpful, resourceful. And he's there to help Mrs. Gump in any way she sees fit. He's there to help her. So Mercury in Taurus is the thoughtful helper, right? So we've got all this energy going on with the sun and Mercury assisting Jupiter, or Jupiter also assisting them it's just this nice interaction going on. And then we've got the new moon in Taurus, which is the new beginning. It said new beginnings, planting seeds, stability, growth, abundance. So it's a very nice new beginning with the new moon in Taurus on Saturday. So that's it. I don't have a final slide. I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. And so that's the energy for the week, the astrological energy. And I will go ahead and do a quick read to see if the cards have anything to say about the energy for the week.
Okay, so we've got some really good energies this week. I did some shuffling already, so I'm going to go ahead and just cut the deck. And let's see what that looks like for us. What do these energies look like for us this week? You see, I have a new cover for my table. It was too reflective. And the light just glared back at me. So I got this. We'll see how this goes, this cover here. All right, so first card down is us. Three of Cups. It looks like we enjoy this energy. We've got the Three of Cups, people celebrating. That is a Mercury card, I think, in tarot too. And then we've got the Hierophant for the what does this energy mean for us, or how will we experience that? So there's like, this is Taurus. The Hierophant is Taurus in the deck. So it's showing us, the Taurus energy. And the first word that comes to my mind when I see that is blessings. Blessings. It's like he's blessing his acolytes. There's different ways to read that card, but that's what's coming to me at the moment. And then we've got Pluto is the Judgment card. We've got the Judgment card in the past leading up to this. And we did just have Pluto go retrograde last week. And with that, what happened, we've got, we're going back and revisiting, we've had the release of the alien files, which is interesting, because Pluto is in Aquarius, which has, Aquarius can rule aliens and things like that. So it's like all this awakening or all this new information coming out, revealing itself to us. This is like a revelation card. And then in the present, we have the Lovers, lots of major arcana here. So the Lovers is a Gemini card, and Mercury rules Gemini. And we have, just some good harmonious energy going on here with the energies this week. And I think that's just showing that. And then we have the King of Swords. So out of all of this, we're going to have some truth. And then on our aspects, I covered this one up, but oh well. So on the aspects, we've got the Page of Swords aspecting the Three of Cups. So this is us getting information. We've got new information, and we're celebrating getting new information here. And this is what's happening this week. We're being blessed. And we've got the star underneath, which this is kind of wild, because this is just making me think about the information coming out now regarding aliens. So because Aquarius rules aliens, and then we've got the Pluto card, which is in Aquarius right now, that rules aliens. So we're that's kind of the predominant theme of this read is, the alien stuff. So let's see. So what we are experiencing this week is being given from the authority. We're being given the information. We're being given information about the aliens, information about aliens, the truth, information about aliens, the truth. And this card is also a card of duality, the middle card here. So at present, this week, while we have this information coming out, there's some information will be good and some information will not. This is a duality. It's about choice between a higher quality thing and a lower quality thing. A higher quality thing that takes time and a lower quality thing that you can get right now. So, you know, I think as we see things come out regarding the aliens, I think it's about just wait and see. Don't immediately react, and wait and see as more and more information. Wait for more information to come out, because it's I think it's just saying there's going to be some stuff coming out immediately that kind of will make people react a lot, but then over time, as more and more information comes out, it's going to be more. It'll paint the picture better. It'll create a better understanding of what's going on. So, anyway, didn't think it was going into aliens, but that's kind of what I got from this read. So there must be stuff coming out this week that's really going to make people react. There's supposed to be announcements this week. According to the astrology, it looks like there's going to be announcements with Mercury, Cazimi, and all that. So I guess we'll see what else might come out. But here, the cards are talking about aliens. So can't wait. Sounds exciting. I hope you all enjoyed the read, and I hope you have a great Mother's Day and a great week. We'll see you all on Wednesday for What's the Word Wednesday.